I can't think of a more emotional human trait than the act of redemption, and that is the subject of Rembrandt's masterpiece, Return of the Prodigal Son. The painting is based on the biblical parable as related by Jesus in the book of Mark. The story tells of two sons of a prosperous man. The youngest asks for his inheritance from his father and leaves home, only to squander the money on women and high living. Starving and destitute, he takes a job as a swine herder, the lowest of low occupations. He eventually comes to the realization that he has sinned against God and his father, and he decides to return home, ask for forgiveness. Rembrandt's painting captures that moment of forgiveness when the father lays hands on his son, welcoming him back without reservation. Other artists have tackled the same subject, where the return of the son becomes a hallelujah celebration. However, Rembrandt's version is a quiet moment. The comparison is stark between the father's rich robes and the son's once fine garments, now in tatters. He's on his knees, one foot is bare. The shoes are worn, his head is shorn, his face buried in his father's cloak. There's a note of sadness in the father's eyes. Nearby, his brother stands in judgment of his sibling. Behind him is an advisor and a servant, clearly touched by the scene. In the shadows is his mother. It's a subject that Rembrandt illustrated several times in drawings, etching, and paintings, and in some ways parallels Rembrandt's own life. As a talented young painter, Rembrandt's reputation grows. He marries Saskia, daughter of a prominent family. His commissions grow exponentially. He lives extravagantly. But when Saskia dies, his fortune seemed to die with her. Perhaps it's foreboding that 2 years after his marriage, Rembrandt painted himself and Saskia in a work entitled The Prodigal Son in a Brothel. Perhaps a personal statement on his own life. I'm Larry Withers, and this has been your 2-Minute Masterpiece. If you enjoyed this episode of 2-Minute Masterpiece, like it, share it, and subscribe to our channel. This painting is available to purchase as a handmade oil painting reproduction from FirstArtGallery.com. With tens of thousands of satisfied customers in more than 120 countries, First Art Gallery is the world's largest supplier of made-to-order oil paintings. Their talented artists have created hundreds of thousands of paintings for art lovers around the world, as well as clients that include the royal family, major hotel chains, luxury cruise liners, museums, interior design firms, the largest real estate developers, Hollywood production companies, and more.